snacks.
Welcome back again, ladies and gentlemen, to Coops Concessions. Now, I told you I was going to come back with my top 10 worst list. If you want to, you can check the top 10 best list of 2015. This is the worst movies of 2015. No particular order. Enjoy both either way. Let's just get right into it. This should be lots of fun. Number 10, Unfinished Business. Now, when I say that, you should probably only have two reactions, which is, oh, I forgot about that movie, or what is that movie? Both are fine, because the movie was not memorable at all. It was very dry comedy for Vince Vaughn and for Dave Franco. I don't remember the other actor's name, but it didn't work very well. And I'm pretty sure if you saw the movie, you didn't remember it. And if you haven't seen the movie, there's no point in seeing it. Number 9, Terminator Genisys, with a Y, like a stripper. Now, I backed this movie up. I really did. Like, you know, it was one of those movies that I thought that was going to really help the Terminator franchise. But it was really disappointing. It really was. And it just didn't help the series out. You know, I think the only good ones were just 1 and 2, really. And the other, I guess 3 now, would just kind of just threw it off track. It didn't help at all. Don't make another one. Number 8, The Wedding Ringer. Now, this is one of those movies that you see in the preview and you laugh at the trailer, but then when you see it in the theater, there's nothing to laugh at because they showed all the funny stuff in the trailer. And it's kind of disappointing because I think Kevin Hart is hilarious when he does stand-up. When he does movies, it's kind of off balance for me personally. I mean, Ride Along was pretty funny, but any movie that he kind of does, an actual movie, it's not that funny to me, but he's a hilarious guy doing stand-up. Number 7, Taken 3. Disappointing, because no one got taken in this movie, so it shouldn't be called Taken 3 in the first place. Taken 3, I guess, was supposed to be Taken 2, which was bad, which was trying to be like Taken 1, which was good, so this just didn't work at all. Liam Neeson's a great actor, but Taken 3, not for me. I mean, maybe if Liam Neeson and Harrison Ford did a movie together called Where's My Family, it'll probably still be in this list. So, let's go on to number 6, Jupiter Ascending. Another disappointing movie that had a great cast, great visual effects. The Wachowski brothers, they did The Matrix, you know, it got me excited. They promoted that a lot too. Anytime you saw the preview, the Wachowski, The Matrix, like that's what made me kind of see this movie. But it kind of was like a bad video game. Like you go one place and then you gotta do this, and then you gotta go to another place and you gotta do that all the way up to level 5, and then disappointment. It didn't work for me really well. Number 5, Pixels. Now, this hurts because I have a problem, and my problem is that I can't stop seeing Adam Sandler movies. I give him chance after chance after. One day I'll learn, but I don't know. He did one of my favorite movies, Happy Gilmore, and I always just try to give him that credit, but this movie was it was bad. His movies just don't hit like they used to, which is kind of sad because he's a really funny guy. I don't think I've seen anything funny from him really since, I don't know, 50 First Dates. I could be missing a movie, but I mean, that's the first thing that came to my mind. Don't see it. Number 4, it's Hot Pursuit. Now, this is one of those movies that you're forced to see, and you know it's gonna be bad, and then when you leave the theater, the person's like, yeah, it was pretty bad. I was like, I told you it was gonna be bad. So this is just Reese Witherspoon. I love me some Reese Witherspoon, but I can't even think of the girl's name. Sophia Vergara. Where was the chemistry? Like, I'm not mad at the movie. I'm mad who gave this movie an okay, because it doesn't work. Like, they have no chemistry in the movie at all. I guess there was some funny parts in it. It didn't really work out. I mean, literally in the middle of the movie, I'm just thinking like, nothing can save this movie. This is it. It's over with. They get worse and worse, people. Number 3, Pan. I really wanted to see this movie. I do like Peter Pan. I thought the background story, the origins of Peter Pan would be interesting, but literally as I'm watching the movie, I'm thinking like, who cares? Like, literally, it was just that bad. And from the moment the pirates started singing Nirvana, what? It didn't, and it, why? It's just the whole movie. And then it didn't really just, it didn't leave you with anything. It took, this is one of the movies that just take away your childhood. That's exactly what this one did. Number 2, Paranormal Activity Ghost Dimension. Now, I do like scary movies, people, and I didn't see all the Paranormal Activities, but I did see the first one, like the first 3. And I heard that the Ghost Dimension was gonna be the last one, so I was like, all right, I'll give it a shot. And you were forced to see it in 3D because the whole premise of the movie was like, you put on these glasses, you can actually see the ghosts or whatever. And that kind of just took away the suspense of the whole movie. Like, the whole point of the movie, without you seeing the ghosts and people being dragged out the hallway for no reason, was made it scary and suspenseful. But you see these little blob things that look like ghosts, and they're doing things. It just took away the suspense. It was terrible. I thought it would at least be good for the last Paranormal Activity. Once again, don't see it. Now, are you ready for the worst movie of 2015? I think people in this room know what I'm about to say right now. And it was Fantastic Four. Fan-4-stick, ladies and gentlemen. It was bad. It was bad. There's no chemistry between the characters. It was dark. Nothing was funny. They used their powers like twice, I think. It was just terrible. And then you got Doctor Doom that looks like a cross between a crash dummy and C-3PO. What was it? Really, it was just bad. And for it to be a Marvel movie, you know, they've been doing good so well with all the other movies. Even the first Fantastic Four was better than this one. This was bad. And with this being said, I think it's terrible now because I don't think there's anything you can do with Fantastic Four. I think it's over with. Even if you give it back to the MCU, they don't have time for it. Maybe Netflix, but I still wouldn't watch it. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is my top 10 worst movies of 2015. Let me know how you feel. Leave a comment, hit a like, hit a dislike, hit a subscribe button, and please make sure you follow us at loadingsnacks.com or all the other social websites, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all under Loading Snacks. And we will catch you later, ladies and gentlemen.
Comics or video games?
Video games.
Why?
Because it brings a whole nother level of imagination with video games. With comic books, you're just simply reading them. Not saying that they're not fun, not saying that wasn't the first thing I did, but video games, you get to play the role rather than, I guess, imagine the role. I guess I said that backwards, so yeah. Comic books.
Mary, One Night Stand, Murder. Black Canary, Wonder Woman, Harley Quinn.
Mary, One Night Stand, Murder. Black Canary, Harley Quinn, Wonder Woman. I would marry Wonder Woman, murder Black Canary, and One Night Stand Harley Quinn.
Why?
I like a little crazy, all right? I like a little crazy, and I'll only just take it at one time because who's to say how crazy it gets, you know? Wonder Woman, I mean, that's an all-American woman. That's like the woman I got now, you know what I'm saying? So I got the Wonder Woman.
Man, get points! Man, you get points. Right. No, that's cool. Go ahead.
And Black Canary, I mean, it's Black Canary. She can stick with Arrow or whoever she's with.
What do you mean, Mortal Kombat?
Stop. Hey, finish the story, dog. So Harley's crazy, she's gone.
Yeah. Well, Harley, yeah. When I stand Harley, kill Black Canary, and then I'll marry Wonder Woman.
Do you want more snacks? Check out the Loading Snacks podcast, Snacking and Hanging, now available on iTunes. If that's not enough, subscribe to our YouTube channel at Loading Snacks.
What it do, snackers and snackettes? It's your boy New Joker, alongside with
Gage,
and guess what we just did?
just try to guess.
Just guess.
Just try to guess.
Just try to guess.
Just try to figure it out.
You think they got it, man?
We
You think
sit
they got
on Santa Claus' lap.
it? Yeah, if you guys know, we went and saw the Deadpool movie. We went and saw Deadpool. What did you think of the Deadpool movie?
I'm rather analytical. The joint was tight. It was funny.
It was funny.
Let me just say, when they say R, it's a hard
It's
R.
a hard R. Whoa,
Like,
wait.
it's a
Wait.
hard R.
Yeah,
like when they
yeah.
say it and we don't want to hear it. It's a
Yeah,
hard
it is.
R. So don't bring
The little ones. No, not by any means, but it was hilarious.
Yeah, joint was pure Ryan Reynolds at his absolute best. I actually like the entire cast. The only gripe I have is I don't like the way Colossus looks. And that's my dude. Like, that's my dude.
It looked dope, but I mean,
Hey,
we won't
they
spoil
got
it.
that action.
We
Nope.
won't spoil it,
no
but
spoilers. That's related.
please don't be the guy. Make sure, or girl, I should say, stay till after the credits.
We have to do this every time.
We have to do this every single
We have to
time.
do this every time.
We watch people walk out of the theater
Don't do that.
before the credits.
Don't do that.
And when you think it's over, stay a little bit longer too.
Oh, and by the way, brush up on your Ferris wheel.
Just a little bit.
I'm done.
But that's Deadpool for you guys.
What it do, snackers and snackettes? Gage here, Baltimore Comic Con.
Comic Con.
Yeah, 2015. And with me as always is
Sin.
and
New Joker.
and we are with the beautiful.
Hey G! Hi!
How are you, dear?
I'm great!
Good.
Yeah.
Because I know it's hard to be that at the end of the third day.
Oh yes.
Of a con. You've been pretty busy. I've seen it. Looks
Yeah,
like.
yeah, no, it's been hopping.
Excellent. Tell us about what you got going on here.
Well, I'm Paigey. I'm an illustrator. I focus primarily on, or mostly on, I'd say pinup and lots of cartoony style, like cute little like cheeky girls and stuff. And I do a lot of like prints, and I also do prints. I also do shrink plastic magnets.
Oh wow.
Made out of shrinky dinks. I also do stickers and jewelry and bracelets, and I also have an art book that's a collection of my work.
Cool.
What's it called? Yeah, no, I mean, I love illustration. I love drawing cute girls. And I like to have, it's like prints are cool and I love prints, but eventually you run out of wall space.
Right.
Like, I know if all y'all are like me, you kind of have to start switching stuff out a little bit because you just love being surrounded by art.
Right.
And so basically I figured out a way to just be like, oh, what can I put my art on that you can use like in your day-to-day life? Yeah. So it's like I do like jewelry and I do like all the like magnets for your refrigerator and stuff.
Now, let's talk about jewelry first.
Yeah.
On average, how long does it take you to make a piece like this?
Well, when I make them, I make a whole bunch at once.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like, I mean, usually it's like when I do necklaces and stuff, I'll make like 10 at a time, and I'll do it while I'm watching TV and stuff. Because it's like, so it's like over a span of time, it's like it'll take me to get everything ready to get all of my stuff ready for a convention. It's usually I'm working on everything for the 2 weeks before the show.
Okay, so what you bring is generally fresh.
Yeah.
stuff.
Like there's usually some leftover stuff, but for the most part, yeah, it's all fresh stuff.
Excellent. And so, how did you get started doing conventions?
I used to be a cosplayer.
Ah.
I first started cosplaying. My first show was Otakon '97. Yeah, old school.
Absolutely. So now then, Otakon means anime. So what's your favorite anime?
My favorite anime would be probably Ranma One Half
Okay.
or Space Adventure Cobra.
Okay. So
I am
now,
very big into the 80s stuff.
you remember what your first cosplay was?
It was Sailor Moon.
Oh yeah?
Or actually, technically, it was Sailor Chibi Chibi.
Okay. Even better. Even better. So now, do me a favor. Tell
Sure.
everybody who's watching where they can contact you or find more of your work if they're not at a convention.
Oh,
like we are here.
absolutely. Yeah. I have it's theartofpagey.com. And that's my website, and that's the hub of all things Pagey. Like all of my social media, my Facebook, my Twitter, my Instagram, all of it is right there. And also all of my online stores are there, like my Society 6, my Sticker Mule, my Etsy, all that good stuff.
Everything's there.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. Yes. Awesome. Great meeting you guys.
I'm glad we did stop and talk.
Yay.
Loading snacks. What's your favorite game system of all time?
Of all time, man, that's a good one.
PlayStation 2.
Okay. Why?
Yeah. Have a fond memory of me and my mother going to get mine. 1 and 2 is a lot of the games that I had on it. I got a massive PS2 collection.
So my favorite game system of all time, I've had almost all of them. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say probably the Dreamcast.
I think I'm gonna have to go with the PlayStation 1. Why behind that? Now, of course, we know me. I love anime. I love stuff from Japan. That was probably the first console that I was actually able to play a Dragon Ball Z game on. As much as they came on Super Nintendo way back when in the day, but I didn't really have a way to have an imported Super Nintendo at the time.
But a lot of the games on it I'm still in love with to this day. Like it introduced me to Ratchet and Clank, Jackson Daxter, Yakuza, introduced that to me, Vice City, Final Fantasy X, San Andreas. Like had such a great massive library and so many games I love to this day, and I will go back and play in a heartbeat. They just always stuck with me to this day, and I just love that console to death.
Dreamcast was, I mean, fighting games reigned supreme on that thing. Soul Calibur, best controller. That controller with the memory card with the screen on it that was basically a Game Boy that you could take out and you could play that individually, or you could connect two of them together and play against someone else. Being able to do things like pick your plays on your memory card on the screen that was on the controller, playing Madden or like 2K was dope, and it was innovative. It was the first game system that I played online. I played Phantasy Star Online on dial-up. You know what I'm saying? Had Windows CE in the system. Sega just really, truthfully, they outdid themselves, and I would say the one misstep that they had was that it didn't have a DVD player in it. Had it had that, I think the Dreamcast beats out the PlayStation 2.
So I bought the little mod adapter, plugged it into the back of the PlayStation, and I was good. The only thing I will say is when I had that first Dragon Ball Z game, it turned out it was a fake copy of it. It worked. It worked.
That's what counts.
But I had to restart the game like halfway through, and that got annoying.
Terrible.
PlayStation 1 though.
But the system was great. It was solid from the menu system to the controllers and the way the controller worked and the analog stick. They took the things that I loved about the Saturn, which is another great system that had great fighting games on it, and they just improved upon it with the controller and so forth. And so if you miss great games like Power Stone, plus I also imported it like dumb early. Sin and I actually both did. So I had like 3 Dreamcasts. It's probably the Dreamcast of all time is the Dreamcast. What it do, snackers and snackettes? Your boy Gage here at Baltimore Comic Con 2015. I found a couple of average bros. So do me a favor, introduce yourselves.
I'm Outbreak. I'm Mohammed.
Now, what brings you to the con?
Well, we're a review site. We review movies, music, games, etc. We decided to come to Baltimore Comic Con this year in hopes to expand into the comic realm. We're going to start doing news and reviews on that. So we're reaching out to some people. Hopefully we'll have some content coming with that.
Yeah, it's right in our backyard, so it's a good spot to be.
Cool.
Yeah.
Now, full disclosure, I have had the opportunity to participate in the Average Bros podcast once or twice. Shout out myself, man. Nah, really good stuff. Make sure you check that out. Yeah, we'll make sure you get all that information. What have you guys seen so far that you like? What's stood out?
Collectibles all day. There's some fantastic art here. Quite a few independent artists that are just outstanding. Really good stuff. But I'm a big collector, so collectibles all day.
Same thing?
Yeah, the art. Oh, definitely the art. Yeah.
So tell me what it is that made you guys decide you wanted to start doing this.
Well, we were hanging out one day. We were just brainstorming ideas, and we just started talking about how he had worked on websites before. I wanted to start a website, and we just went with it.
Common interest, of movies, games, everything entertainment. Yeah.
All the stuff we all love.
Yeah. Most people love it. Either that or they're wrong.
Can you tell?
The average bro loves it.
I dig that.
Yeah.
I dig that. And is that literally how you guys decided what the name was? Was it just like?
Yeah, in one way or another. That's how we got there.
I want to hear the other way. I don't want to hear the in one way. I want to hear the other.
Yeah, that's not for camera.
It's not for the camera. Dig it. So now, you guys are going to be here all 3 days?
Yes.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay. So, would you guys be okay with linking up with us again to maybe, we're going to be talking to cosplayers, all that kind of stuff. Like, if you guys see somebody that you like or that you think we should talk to,
Went to the grocery store right by there.
I'm putting you on the spot because I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
I got you.
Can we get together, maybe do something, talk to some people?
Let's make it happen.
All right, now, what's the next step for you guys?
Well, expanding into comics. So that's definitely a big thing for us. Videos is next. We do podcasts, we do a lot of written content. Videos is the next thing. Let's plays, video reviews, countdowns, things like that.
Now, you guys have had a couple of really good opportunities to do some reviews with some like independent game developers and stuff like that. Tell me a little bit about how that came about and what it was like.
Well, thanks to everything being in the digital age now, pretty straightforward. I mean, reached out to them on Facebook, Twitter, what have you, and it's a wrap. I mean, most people are trying to get their name out there.
Yeah, I mean, we just asked them, hey, you want to do a Q&A? We like what you do. We set up a few questions that, feels like it helps both parties out. The fan base that they already have learns more about the person.
And brings more to you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. Well, listen, we're not going to hold you guys. I'm sure you have there's plenty to see.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. So before we go, tell everybody where they can find you. The website, your Twitter, your Facebook, your Instagram.
No Instagram. That's the next step. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's the next step. You heard it here first.
But yeah, we're Facebook, Twitter at AVG Bros Reviews, Google Plus, every social media outlet besides Instagram.
Okay.
We're on there. Okay. Check us out. Average Bros Reviews.com. Yep.
Cool. Thank you so much, gentlemen. Greatly appreciate it. Look forward to linking up with you a little more throughout the show.
All right.
Cool.
Stay loaded.
Please.
Stay loaded.
Loading snacks. What it do, snackers and snackettes? It's your boy Gage here at Baltimore Comic Con.
Comic Con!
Yeah, 2015. And with me as always is...
New Joker.
And we are here with...
Little Asia Sweatshop.
Absolutely. Now that's hilarious. Let's start with that. That's hilarious.
Okay,
Little Asian Sweatshop. You gotta work with what you have.
That's true.
You want to be memorable, and you kind of want to make people a little uncomfortable.
Nothing wrong with that.
What I totally love is when people walk by, they take a look at the name, and they look at me like, can I laugh? And it's like, here's your yellow card, here's your pass. Please laugh. I'm terrible. I'm terrible. I'm terrible.
Listen, tell us about what you have on your table here.
So I have mostly hair flowers. They're accessories for the hair. So they clip right in, especially with pinup being so popular right now. It's a really great and easy way for women to accessorize and look, really cute and try to dress up a really plain outfit.
Yeah.
And so I have a couple different things. Almost everything I have is nerd and fan based because I only make stuff that I love. So it's when people ask what is it that you love? What is your fan? Like what is your fandom? I just say just take a look around my table. Like I only make things I love. So like this is no one ever gets this, but this is Twin Peaks. So this is the Black Lodge with the donuts. Yeah, it's the whole thing. As you mentioned, Spider-Gwen. I haven't read it yet, but so many people have been telling me about how wonderful Spider-Gwen is that I'm so caught up in the excitement that's like I have to celebrate it too, even though I haven't read it just yet, but I will.
It's great.
Thank you.
Now I see Maryland-based stuff.
Yes.
Are you based?
I am based in Maryland. I am just outside of Washington, D.C. And Maryland has the cutest flag ever. It always wins flag awards. And so whenever nerds go, I sometimes feel like really weird talking about Superman and Batman and like, I just feel so geeky and dumb. It's like, no, sweetie. There are people who have flag awards. Your fandom is not as bad as fans, okay? Like, imagine you're obsessed by flags.
Right.
Trust me. We're cool. We're legit
fine,
cool.
right?
Yes, exactly.
So now, what's your favorite piece here on the table?
My favorite piece actually right now is my Sailor Moon flower.
Okay.
And so the Sailor Moon flower, I'm not sure, are you guys Moonies? Do you guys do Sailor Moon?
I don't know.
Are you sure? In the name of the moon. So Sailor Moon, so the Sailor Moon flowers, and these are her scouts, the flower, the light comes out.
Oh wow, okay.
And you can swap in a non-light up center.
So it's magnetic.
Right, it's magnetic. And it clips right into your hair. So it's like if you are going to the movies, you don't want something to like light up. It ruins the movie, right? So you go with something plain. But let's face it, we all have that one girlfriend. That girl who always pretends that she really, really likes you and that like she's always so chill with you and let's always go hang out. But then as soon as you hang out, she talks about, oh, I just bought like a third BMW and I have like 19 boyfriends and my house in Morocco is like so amazing and you're sitting here like, I'm trying to make rent this month. Yeah, that friend, yeah. So it's her birthday. She's having a party. She decides to invite you just to rub it in. Bye, bitch, it's your party, but I'm bringing the spotlight. That's right. That's right.
That's right. I love it.
Thank
How
you.
long have you been doing this?
I've been doing this, well, I used to be a cosplayer, so I've been cosplaying since I was very young.
Okay.
And we're not going to say how many years ago. So I've been cosplaying for a very long time. And one thing that my best friend and I realized is that when we, yes, for BFF, that's why we're always together. So one thing that we realized is that we spend a lot of time and money like working on our cosplays and so forth. And we make a lot of things that people always commission us and ask us to do. So instead of just always making stuff for other people and like doing it for free, which is great, let's make some money doing it, and that way we can buy prettier dresses and prettier outfits and prettier things. So that's how it all began. So I've been doing this like hardcore and like more serious for probably about like 5 years now. Yeah, maybe a little bit more than 5 years.
Do you do conventions outside of the area?
Yes, we do. We do New York Comic Con, which is one of the biggest shows. It is now bigger than San Diego Comic Con. Yeah, right. That's right. East Coast. Sorry, calm me down. Right. So we do New York Comic Con, Baltimore Con because we're both from like the Maryland area. Baltimore Con is one of our favorite shows, and it's so creator friendly. It's so independent, like artist friendly, and it's just like a really good vibe. Like there's no Hollywood, there's no attitude, there's no drama. It's just fun people coming by and sharing what they love, and that's just great.
I'm glad to hear that.
Thank you.
Do me a favor.
Yes.
So everybody watching, where they can find your stuff if they're not at a convention.
Okay, excellent. So if you are looking for my stuff and you're not at a convention, you can go to my website, littleasiansweatshop.com, and I give you permission to laugh when you type that in.
I would. Okay, and from there, do you have Instagram and Twitter and all that stuff?
Yeah, and it's all Little Asian Sweatshop. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, just friend me, add me, and I generally add back unless you're really, really creepy. And by creepy, I mean
We can understand that.
yeah, like you have like photos of like one eyeball, and like that's like your entire Instagram. It's like unfriend, but otherwise I will add you back.
Cool. Sounds good. Thank
you
so much.
It was really nice meeting you guys.
Loading snacks.